Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to Centurions Review, the punk rock band of war game review institutions. This is Circus Maximus from Avalon Hill. This is a good game. A friend of mine named Ted, I used to play this at his house back when I was in my 20s, and also at Little Wars, a convention that takes place in Illinois once a year. Occasionally someone will bring a miniatures version of this game, so there's still people playing it, and it's a good game. Let's see what it's all about. Join us for a glimpse of the savage splendor and pageantry that was Rome, as ordinary living rooms are vicariously transformed into one of the majestic arenas of the ancient world. Hark! Even now the blare of trumpets brings down a grudging calm upon the throng that fills the galleries, thirsting for the thrills of the day's competition. This is the Circus Maximus, and assembled here from Spain, Thrace, Judea, and the far corners of the Mediterranean are the champions of the ancient world to pay homage to the emperor and vie for his gold. Alright, here's a better description of the game here. Circus Maximus is a multiplayer game of racing skill divided into 3 levels of play for players aged 12 and up. The basic game can be played with a minimum investment of learning time, as one player can quickly explain the game to inexperienced participants, yet Circus Maximus is more than just a racing game. The drivers must choose whether to slow their teams in order to attack their opponents with whip and or ram attacks, how to best defend against and evade such attacks by others, when to whip their own team into the stretch or save their limited endurance to coax them through the all-important corners in the advanced game. Additional complexity is added in the form of wrecks, dragged drivers, and critical wounds. And there's a campaign game too. Alright, it says down here, complexity on a scale of 1 to 10, that's a 2, so not very complex. And the guy I bought it from was nice enough to include a general magazine with some articles about this game, so that's awesome. Here's the counters. Yeah, they're alright for old counters. I've seen better, but for back when this was made, these are actually pretty decent. Here's your chariot race log and performance chart. Here's the rules. Let's take out the map. Map's kind of cool. This version has the mounted map. I think there's later versions of this that do not have a mounted map, if I recall correctly, because I remember I had a version of this once, and I think I had sold it and got the older version because the new version had a paper map or something. And here's actually the third piece here. This will go in, make it even longer. And let's go over the charts on the bottom. This has a chariot generation table, team speed chart, team endurance chart, horse injury table, corner strain chart, driver lash attack table, damage to cars table, wheel damage effect chart, and wreck location chart. And let's see what's on the last one. You have a running over wrecks chart and critical hits table. Alright, here's the rule book. Pretty thin, actually. Let's see how many pages it is. 15 pages, or 16 pages. But remember, there's basic and advanced rules in here. So basic game, let's see how long the rules are for that. Basic game, you have 8 pages of rules. That's not bad. Because remember, the first time I played this, my friend Ted, he wasn't good at reading rule books, so I read the rules and ran the first game using his copy back when I was in my 20s. So, alright, here it's got setup. And it's going over the driver hit chart, and team speed chart, and team endurance chart. And here's our sequence of play. Movement notation, movement order preparation, first movement phase, second movement phase, and further phases. Now it's going into movement in more detail. It's going over chariots, flipping, and here's your corner strain chart. And here's your endurance rules and your combat rules. And your driver lash attack table. And your damage to cars table. And here's going over ending the race. Now the advanced rules start. The basic rules are actually pretty good for this, so I mean, obviously you're going to want to try the advanced rules too after you played the basic rules a few times, but you'll definitely have fun with just the basic before you get to the advanced. Alright, here's wreck locations, critical injuries. There's only 2 pages of advanced rules. Here's drag drivers and running for cover. And here it's got the campaign game, and you can play it solitaire too. That's cool. Thanks for watching. Many of you have probably tried this, so chime in and let us know how you liked it. Have a good evening.